All right. Well, today, it was 2/24, and that's a very special day to me because it's my mom's birthday, and she's a very what happened? Oh, she's a very intricate part of why I do what I do, why I study medicine the way I do, even getting into the cards. Since I was a kid, she taught me cards, and I would, for those who don't know, I would assign roles to the spades king and queen and the hearts king and queen, and those were always people to me. So it only made sense that I actually knew what the fuck I was doing once I got my hands on a tarot deck, because they have the same type of composition. It's just that with tarot, there's 78, and that's a numerological reason. Um, it's amazing though. So I wanted to come on tonight. Um, don't know when I'm going to publish this video per se, but it's something it was kind of revealed to me when I was doing a spread for myself uh, based on the 12 treasures of the soul. And I want to link the video that I watched pertaining to that as why I chose to do a reading that way. It was a sit down I had to have with myself and going through it. So it was very eye opening. And today I've just been in the spirit of gratitude and love, just thankfulness. It was There was a lot of, I don't know, since that. Okay, let me break it down for y'all. Right, I'm a medical intuitive, so to speak. Okay, I'm still developing that aspect of my skill. So there's certain things that will come to focus for me when they're relevant, and I'll have to do my research, and I'll have to really get in there from uh, an oncology standpoint, a genealogy standpoint, neurological standpoint, maxillofacial standpoint, or whatever it may be. So this particular aspect dealt with the heart. And I realized in doing some of the Akashic um, and auric cleansing that I've been performing, I noticed um, the four different aspects of the heart. You have that core heart, it's all one organ, but there are four different chambers. Well, they have ventricles and atrium, different aspects of the heart, okay, in the anatomy of the heart. So I'm like, okay, one aspect of the heart is the masculine heart center, the feminine heart center or heart chakra. You have a higher heart chakra and you have a lower heart chakra. And it's come to my awareness that the auric body that is active for me at a particular time I'll be able to feel my heartbeat in that specific area. And it feels kind of weird sometimes to feel your heartbeat not way up here, but further down here. Or, it's based on the energetic resonance and where it's really needing life, needing that focus, needing that heart energy, that healing. So I'm like, damn, those four chambers. And I was reading in my book, The Human Aura, and there were some triggered things in there for me as far as things that I've been picking up on lately. I posted on my Facebook page about a week ago um, about the age of Aquarius. I had heard that song for the first time, and immediately I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And then I was like, Aquarius in the seventh house, like Mars conjunct Jupiter or whatever the fuck it said. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's soon. And I was doing my research and I came up with March 20th. And then it was later confirmed by an astrologer. So the shit really just, it shook me. It was like, okay, cool. That's one aspect of my awareness, but that was also in the book, actually speaking on the age of Aquarius, and also there being an intricate, a very small window to decide if this is the path for you or not. Because once you get into it, there is no, okay, I'm just, I don't do this anymore. I'm done. It's there was one leg of my, it's either it's for you or it's not. And it's like, okay, I'm going with the direction my spirit is leading me to. The part of me that does this every single day and not do it here. This is something I do every single day. The research I do every single day. The reading I do every single day. The journaling every single day. The tarot, the oracle, the meditation, the auric body clearings. The shit I do every day. I can do this for the rest of my life. Don't know if it's in this particular capacity, but this is what the fuck I do. Okay? Taking a step back, every time I turned around, there was another level, another level, another level, another aspect, another. I was trying to keep up with the changes, but it was a domino effect. It was like those dolls when you unpack and unpack and unpack, and it's been happening for the last 2.5 years to the point where I can keep up with, I can only keep up the changes by journaling them, writing it down. Because as soon as I got hit with another level, it would change something about how I perceived the last level. And it was constant. It was constant. And it was just like, it's like getting a tattoo that should take 2 sessions, 3 sessions. And then I did it in one sitting. That's how it felt. To just the constant shift and the constant just, I should have been seasick how much movement was carrying on in my spirit. And it really, it was amazing. It is amazing. And even to watch others, come into their gifts and put them on display. And it's like, I see you. You're doing your thing. You know, I'm seeing all kinds of readers, and they're so unique, and they have their own flow and their own thing and their own, um yeah, they got it. They got their own beat, you know what I'm saying? um but once I stepped into a point where that 717 became, at one point it was like, damn, that's twin flame right there. And then I thought about it, I was like, that's me versus me right there. It changed a lot of stuff. It changed so much, so much. And it's like, I'm proud. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Like, and being granted access to different places, different information, there had to be, there had to be, there had to be a lot of reconciling and a lot of healing and a lot of, man, when I tell you, my whole, it's just been coming and coming and coming. And this is not, it being a retrograde doesn't negatively affect me anymore. I can't see it negatively. I can't. I don't choose to view it that way. It's like, oh shit, here comes a retrograde. And you would have just the worst time, just the worst experiences. Tend to see the trend of people passing around retrogrades, things that were dormant come back up, or after the retrograde, people who were slowly, progressively getting, deeper into their illnesses or what have you. As soon as we came out of retrograde, you would see people passing because it's like now it's back on track and it's Mercury. It spreads quick, fast, in a hurry. So, especially around anything around Scorpio season, I tend to take stock and notice. And I have to do a lot of meditating around that time because people don't respect the transitional period. They fear death and they love life. And that's the greatest lie. I mean, to enjoy it while you're here, yes. But from the moment you're born, nobody says, you're going to die one day. I have to love you every day as if it's your last. No one, they omit that part and they feel so torn up about the one truth they know is inevitable. That's a little, death hurts to people who don't know where that love is going to be placed, and it can no longer be reciprocated in the manner they're used to. They can't call this person on the phone, but you can speak to them. You can hear them, but they're not into that. They're not tapped into that. They're not, they don't do those types of things for whatever reason. So they handle transition a little differently and they fear it. Um, so I don't know. I just have to save space for people around me, or when I witness it, somebody's going through something, I have to transmute that and just not be so uh, full of empathy that I become bombarded with the traumas of others, the pain of others, the self sabotage of others, and things of that nature. I had enough of that on my own, you know what I'm saying? So, reading that book and the page I was actually on, it was a triple digit number that resonated that day within, actually was in the early AM. So I had seen it, I noticed it, I said, okay, what's next? Then I was reading something and the page number came up. And I went to another book, because I do these book messages and I'll choose randomly. And the book messages all aligned on that particular page. So I turned to the page number and I read it. It spoke of the age of Aquarius. It spoke of the heart and unlocking the final chamber of the heart. And it was basically here and now, decide. Christ bodied or not. And it was like, okay, we're going to take this all the way. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like, I mean, I'm Aura Celeste. I was named into something very specific. Maybe not all auras or Aura Celestes are actually doing this type of work. But being who I am, being born when I am, having the placements that I do, there's something very, very specific that ties me to this line of work. Health, medicine, healing, teaching, researching, analyzing, dealing with the occult. It's all within everything that I've been known to be since birth. And that's why I'm here. So, yeah, it's so much, so much. And it's amazing. It's amazing. So, I'm just going to post this. I'm going to post the reading separate because I did a lot of talking. Feels so good to be back.